I was a soccer player my whole life, and I played in college. And after I finished doing that, I wanted something for self-defense. And started doing jiu-jitsu. I happened to find a really female-friendly academy in Ohio in 2010. And not only was it really rare to find an academy in Ohio in 2010, but to find a really female-friendly academy was really a blessing. So I started doing it for self-defense and then completely fell in love and started doing it for competition. And then lived abroad. I trained in France, and then I was back in Michigan where I'm from, and then moved out here and met Ryan just coincidentally at a different academy where I was training. He was teaching a few days a week. Mm-hmm. And the rest is history, I guess. So I'm an instructor, and I help with the kids program, and I will sub for him, and I teach on Tuesday nights. But everyone has been trying to figure out how to make jiu-jitsu, specifically Brazilian jiu-jitsu, accessible to women, because truthfully it's the perfect self-defense for women, right? I think it's a variety of different reasons why it's challenging to get women to come into the academy and why it's challenging to get them to stay. But the truth is, the more you can kind of stick with it and get past some of the discomfort, the more kind of confident you feel just walking around the world and defending yourself and advocating for yourself in a lot of different contexts, not just physically, right? So for me, I feel like jiu-jitsu is for everybody. Jiu-jitsu is for elderly people, jiu-jitsu is for people with disabilities, jiu-jitsu is for kids with special needs, jiu-jitsu is for women, men. And I think it gets misrepresented in a lot of different places. But that's really what our goal has been here, is to make it extremely inclusive and accessible to lots of different people, both based on their skill level and their physical and mental ability, but also based on their needs, right? I think there are particular kind of challenges for women because it is so male dominated. So anytime you're the only woman in a room, there are going to be kind of inherent challenges that don't exist in other contexts. The beauty of it here, though, because it is such a female-friendly academy, and because we really strive to make everyone feel safe and comfortable, is that when those small issues do arise, it's a great opportunity to learn and to advocate for yourself and learn how to have conflict and resolve conflict. So yeah, I mean, it's a super. Anyone who's been in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community for a long time is well aware that there are inherent challenges in having adult men and women training together. But I wish every woman would train jiu-jitsu. I think anything we can do to get women doing self-defense is great, but the reality is, how often are you actually going to have the opportunity to practice some of the strategies in a real life way, as opposed to, I can't practice gouging your eye out. I can't practice kicking you in the groin. That's not realistic. I'm all for anything making women feel more empowered and feel like they can defend themselves, but I'm also for being responsible and making women feel that they can defend themselves, but also that they actually can defend themselves effectively. So it would be much more common for someone to grab your arm and you need to figure out how to get your arm back or how to get up when someone is kind of in your space than it would be you're being attacked in an alleyway and you have to fight for your life. That's great too, but it's just not as applicable for most women in their daily lives. It makes people, not just women, but obviously I'm a woman, so I identify strongly with that. Makes people feel more empowered and more confident just walking around in the world. It's great for fitness, of course. It's great for body awareness, for balance. When I talk about people with special needs or people with disabilities right now, it's great. It's great for balance. It's great for people who maybe need to learn how to safely fall down, right, and how to safely get back up. Those kinds of things. And it's also fantastic just for community. I mean, the jiu-jitsu community is an incredibly loyal, generous, giving community if you're part of it. So if you really make a commitment to the art and to training and to being a part of the community will take care of you as well. You can make really beautiful friendships through jiu-jitsu, lifelong friendships, really.